from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. For Phillip Lindsay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots late.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ross Blacklock coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
By the Broncos.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Number 30.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Down at his own.
In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lindsey on the toss left. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Lindsey here. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go. Cycle, team.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 11. This is the tight end, Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise. And
he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Broncos 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now Watson throws another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first down.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Texans take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 45-yard.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Broncos first down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Number 20.
Give him a yard down to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. And he'll find Hall. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Throw out wide to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Come on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 14. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ross Blacklock able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2 at the 34-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Gain on the play brings up third down and 5.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
First down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Woo, yeah! Picked off at the 28. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the